Ain't this a sweet life? So you were at Pembroke, and then you went to UCM, right? You were at Central Missouri State?
Yeah, so I'm at Pembroke Hill, and Jeff Diskin's the head coach at Pembroke, and he still coaches there, but he works for the Royals.
Mm-hmm.
And Jeff was great to me, and as a young coach, he used to question me all the time. And at first, it was like, oh, does he not think I know what I'm doing,
Right.
But it was more about him mentoring me as a young coach, figuring out, why do you teach like this? It wasn't necessarily I don't agree with you. It was just, just to ask that question, why?
Yeah.
And that did a lot for me as a coach. It made me step back and think, okay, am I just regurgitating something that I've always thought or learned or something myself?
Right.
Versus really thinking, okay, why do I do this? Why do I teach it this way?
Mm-hmm.
And so that kind of helped me to really strive for more. And I'd always kind of wanted to be in the college game.
Right.
Really liked that aspect of it. But anyway, yeah, so a good buddy of mine from Pitt State was at this time was the head coach at Central Missouri down in Warrensburg.
Yeah.
And I was talking to him one day and was telling him that, hey, I'd be interested in getting my master's degree. And he said, man, if you want to get your master's, come down here. I'd love to have you help me coach, down here. So that got me down to UCM.
Well, that's awesome. So now you're a mule. Went from a Pitt State Gorilla.
I know,
now
that was
you're
tough.
a mule. That's at least they were both red, right? I mean,
well, that's true. But I tell you, the first time I put a mule's uniform on after, let's face it, I was at Pitt State 4 years as a player, 1 year as a coach.
Right.
So 5 years with the gorilla uniform on, and then hating the mules, man, you just hate them.
Yeah.
And then putting the worst thing ever for a little while was my first year at UCM. Of course, it used to be CMSU, when
Central
we were in
Missouri
high school.
State. Yeah.
We have an early conference game against Pitt State in Pittsburgh, Kansas, and walking over in the visitor dugout with a Mules jersey on.
Weird feeling, huh?
Oh, man, so weird. And then having my coach, who I absolutely love dearly, at Pitt State come over to the dugout, give me a hug, but shake his head in a little bit of,
sure,
a little tongue in cheek, but a little bit of disbelief, But of course, Tommy sitting there, a former gorilla too,
right.
And Coach Beeve looking at me and just say, this just doesn't feel right. It just doesn't look right. And I said, I know, Coach, it doesn't. But anyway, it happens in sports. So
absolutely.
Treacherous.
So, ain't this a sweet life?